The Oxford English Dictionary is a huge part of American history. And much like American history, there's a little darkness between these words. Because one of the largest outside contributors, was a murderer. A murderer who cut his own dick off. That wasn't the murder weapon. I mean, those two things happened separately. But it happened. Let's dive into this. So this was a dude named Williamchester Minor. And he was actually in the Civil War. Union side, you know. He was a surgeon. And after the war, he went to New York where he was, he was in the red light district, diddling some prosties, doing what people after the Civil War did, But then he went to an insane asylum because he thought that people were coming in from his attic and staring at him while he slept every single night, even when he moved around. So he ends up shooting a dude who he actually wrongly believed broke in. And he was incarcerated in the Asylum in Broadmoor in the village of Crowthorne, Berkshire. I'm American, so this sounds like Game of Thrones right now. The Asylum in Broadmoor in the village of Crowthorne, Berkshire. Bring me my owl. So anyways, while he was incarcerated, he started writing like Tupac. And it says that he had a connection with London booksellers. So he heard the call for volunteers that ended up being the Oxford Dictionary. Think about that. He is old. He was part of the volunteer call for the dictionary. That's wild. So that's what he devoted the rest of his life to. He became one of the project's most effective volunteers. And he was it's described as he was reading through his own personal library of antiquarian books and compiling quotations that illustrated the way particular words were used. So he was literally shaping words. He was even visited by the widow of the dude he shot, and she was providing him with further books and knowledge. That's a surprise twist. But eventually his mental condition got worse. And he started saying that he was abducted nightly from his room, this is where it gets dark, and taken to places as far away, like clearly he could not have gone there in a night, and forced to commit sexual acts on children. Told you, it gets a little dark. So then he cut his own penis off. He just cut it off. I wonder how far in the dictionary he was. It's like between F and G. That'd be crazy. That's a crazy thing to do on your smoke break. Just like, all right. Garden, a smorgasbord of flowers and plants with a chair somewhere in there. All right, let's move on. It's bloody hand. That's maybe that's how they got the name dictionary, He's just like holding his dick like, I don't know what to call this thing. Oh, dictionary. All right. We found it. Thumbs up. It's not funny. But yeah, that is it's a wild story behind the old Oxford. So, I mean, everything has a dark history,